Hello guys, Craig from fixitfallows, and here I am in the bedroom today on a quick little job, and I am with the IKEA PAX. Yeah, everyone knows these. These are PAX wardrobes units, really good. These have been in here for, got to be getting on for 10 years now. And down here, this drawer had dropped, and it turns out that the culprit is this. Somehow or another, this runner has been stressed and it has blown the screw out of the carcass. Now, nice, simple, easy job. What can be done here is, fortunately on these runners, there are other holes, and all I'm going to do is lift this runner back into place, screw it back in as much as I can to get the height with this screw in place. Then I'm going to drill through here, put a new screw in this hole, and that will then secure this runner in place. If there weren't any holes, you can always drill another hole in this metal runner here and then secure in through the carcass. The other option is to actually try and repair this bit of wood here, but that's slightly more involved than just putting a new screw somewhere along this point, which will serve perfectly well. So let's get on with that. So, little tip for you: if you've got old IKEA units, or you're getting rid of old IKEA units, dismantle it. Take all of the hardware, keep the hardware somewhere. I've got pots of the stuff down in my shed, and there you go, I've got a perfect screw there to go into this carcass in. All I've got to do is drill these holes. So ideally what I want to do is drill a hole to this size here, same as that, but over here, because as you see, this screw goes into that hole like so and then cuts its own thread. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using a small pilot drill first of all to make a hole through there. That will then act as a guide to build up slowly to bigger drill bits. So you see this one will take the hole just to a little bit smaller than what I need, and then finally I'll take the drill bit that I actually need, so we can just offer that in there like this. See, that will give me the hole size I need, and build up to that one. The other thing you just need to be conscious of is the depth of your drill. You don't want to go through the carcass in. It's not so much of a problem on this because I have an adjoining unit, but who's to say you don't want to adjust these at some point and you could be left with an ugly scar on the other side of this carcass where you've burst through with your drill. So in an ideal world, you would use a collar around your drill bit, which is a depth collar, to ensure that your drill can only go in so far. But you can do it by eye if you're really careful, or you can wrap a bit of tape around, bit of masking tape around your drill bit, so you get a visual guide of how deep the drill bit is going. So let's get on with that. So there we go, there's the final hole drilled. Let's reverse out. There we go, out we come. Now I can take my new screw, push it into the hole like so, take my screwdriver and screw it in. And I can feel it cutting its thread in there nicely. In it goes. You can feel it's a nice firm grip. And then I just raise up the runner to its point it needs to be at. And then let's do this up nice and tight. And there we go. That's on there nice and tight. So this screw isn't really doing anything anymore. It was just holding it in place, but there's no real purchase on there. All that's left to be done is to hoover out the drill stuff, the drill debris. So there we go. The drawer is all nicely back in place, and you can see the alignment is spot on. And when we pull the drawer open, it works perfectly fine, and there is no clashing on the drawer below or the door above. So that is a fix. Another one to the fixitfallows catalogue. So Thank you for watching once again, and be sure to check out some of my other videos, and also be sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as I upload my latest videos. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.